The Miami Heat are currently on an 8-game losing streak. In this latest losing streak, this is the longest one of Erik Spoelstra's career since 2008. Now, the question becomes, did the Miami Heat make the right decision getting rid of Jimmy Butler? And for those who may say, well, Jimmy Butler might have been cancerous to the team and was toxic in the locker room, I promise you most members of that Miami Heat locker room love Jimmy Butler. This wasn't Jimmy Butler versus the team. I don't even think this was Jimmy Butler versus Erik Spoelstra. This was Jimmy Butler versus Pat Riley. This was a situation where the top of the food chain and your top player did not see eye to eye. And quite frankly, we've seen this with certain players and Pat Riley over the years. I mean, recently, a bunch of stories have come out about LeBron James and the whole cookies and ice cream fiasco on the Miami Heat airplane. There was also rumblings where Gilbert Arenas mentioned that Pat Riley considered trading LeBron James for Dwight Howard after their fall to the Dallas Mavericks. So there's been a history of Pat Riley having essentially tumultuous relationships with the guys on his team who are essentially supposed to be superstars. This idea that Heat culture is the reason why Jimmy Butler left, I find that so hard to believe. Jimmy Butler is the NBA, in my opinion, he's the greatest garbage man the NBA has ever seen. And what I mean by that, this is a player who, if you need him to score 30, he'll get you 30. If you need 10 rebounds, he'll get you 10 rebounds. If you need 10 assists, he'll get you 10 assists. If you need 3 steals and a block, he'll do all those things. This is a player that leaves it all on the line. He dives on the floor. This is a $200 million basketball player who will still dive on a loose ball like he's back in Marquette or back in JUCO living out of his car. This is a player who has the biggest chip on his shoulder. You've seen him in the 2020 finals. You saw him again in another finals. The Miami Heat made a mistake getting rid of Jimmy Butler. This is a guy who is a winner. And regardless of him not having a championship, ask the Philadelphia 76ers, do they regret moving on from Jimmy Butler? Everywhere Jimmy has left, those teams have not really gotten better. I'd argue only the Minnesota Timberwolves were able to find success post Jimmy Butler, and everybody knows how long that took. It took Anthony Edwards' arrival to get there before they were able to become the team that they are becoming now. Jimmy Butler is Heat culture. He is a roll up your sleeves, blue collar type of player, and he always has been. The disagreement between him and Pat Riley is really what essentially led to his departure to the Golden State Warriors. But ironically enough, who is finding the most success since his arrival? Obviously, the Golden State Warriors, who are back in the playoff picture. They're currently at the 6th seed in the West, probably won't have to play in the play-in tournament. And it's almost as if Jimmy Butler breathed life into the organization that was on the cusp of being a play-in, maybe not making the playoffs type of team in the Warriors, and now they're right in the thick of it of the West. And the sad part about this, why are we surprised? Jimmy Butler has done this at every destination. You go to Philadelphia, they're a better team. You go to Minnesota, I think people forget, when he was in Minnesota before he got hurt, Minnesota was a top 5 seed in the West. He got hurt, they plummeted. You look at Miami, that team was not going to be the same without Jimmy Butler. And I love Tyler Hero and I love Bam. However, Jimmy Butler has been an engine for all the teams that he's played on. And now as a member of the Warriors, he has put them right in that Western Conference Finals contention just because of his arrival.